Question everything, for the truth shall be hidden and not televised. That's for sure. So with that, you know, when you look at the Texas Stand Your Ground laws, you know, Karmelo Anthony actually supposed to be under the law. The law's supposed to be on his side. Because everything the Stand Your Ground law states for Texas, he actually was in those criterias for everything that happened to him. And that's unbelievable. Or is it? Because at the end of the day, this is just us being dealt exactly the way just us is being dealt. Just them. Just for them. The law protects them, not us. It gives them justice, not us. Thus reparations, thus the bill passed protection against hate crime and racism. Notice how we don't got none of that. Crimes against humanity lived through all of that. So with that stated, they're not really using law to help us. They're using law to oppress us. They're using law to benefit off of profit of locking us up and mass incarcerating us. That's the basis of what this is. This is why we in a system where you go and you see lawyers and judges and prosecutors that come from your history of their ancestors who enslaved, Holocaust, massacred, and genocide your people. That's the reality of going to their justice. That you're going to a people who never liked you to judge you, who won't give you true justice for the crimes they've done to you, but want to judge you in the statement of you're doing crime. Make that fucking shit make sense. But this is that reality. So no, just go ahead and you can Google it yourself. Go look up some of the Stand Your Ground laws for Texas and watch you find that Karmelo Anthony was told he can be under the tent. He was minding his business. He was approached by people that wanted to put their hands on him and do things to him. And he ain't have to leave. That's the reality of Texas law. He ain't had to go nowhere once he was told by one of the coaches that he can be there. So once those Metcalf and them started to approach him and do what they normally do, and that's become the authority over the black person and the indigenous person, and we gonna tell you what's what and how we want you to deal, and if you don't listen, then we gonna handle you. Once that popped off, Karmelo Anthony had every right under the sun to defend himself and protect himself from two violent aggressors, really four from what we hear, that ran up on him. And that's just the reality. So nah, man, every which way under the sun, this is our reality. We the most exonerated people when it comes to being innocent and mass incarcerated. Go figure. And we don't have the numbers like they say for white folks and everybody else when it comes to the population. But yet still, we the most exonerated and we the most mass incarcerated. Go figure. And it ain't got nothing to do with crime. Never did. It got something to do with demonizing everything about us and keeping us in ghetto slums and hoods and economically deprived, so that way they can capitalize off of everything they demonize about us. If you like music and we doing music and it's loud for everybody else to hear, guess what? They make a law against that. If you like your clothes a certain way and we the only ones rocking it and they don't like it, they make a law for it. If you do this, you do that, they make a law for it. They make a law for every fucking thing that we do to keep us locked in so they can capitalize off of motherfucking demonizing us and making a profit off of us. That's the reality to it. That's what it is. So with that, check it out, man. Because at the end of the day, when you look up the Stand Your Ground laws, he was in his right to be able to defend himself and to be able to be in that position that he was in by being under that tent. You know, but this is the reality of dealing with a white supremacist government and country that been stolen, robbed, the people Holocaust sold and did all sorts of atrocities to, and nobody been brought to justice. Nobody is held accountable for it. And guess what? All the rest of the nations who white supremacy and comes and whoop their ass on their motherfucking lands and take their resources from them, none of them want no smoke with them either. Don't got nothing to say. They sit back and watch all this shit happen to us and then turn around and say, black and brown community, fuck you. Black motherfucking community, the indigenous population of America, us. We the only fucking people that's going through this shit. And quiet as kept, all these other nations is helping. Scared to death of Whitey. Scared to death of Whitey. Don't want to say nothing to the man that's taking all they shit. They don't want to say nothing to the man that motherfucking got their backs against the wall in their own country. But they got mad smoke for us. What that tell you? The people that gave them the civil rights movement. The people that put moral boots on the ground to be able to bring a just balance to this system of chaos, corruption, and greed, and prejudice, and racism. We did that. And y'all come through to the country and hate us. Not the people that got y'all fucked up. Go figure. And with that, peace, peace.